I think it's fair to say that my life hasn't exactly turned out the way I wanted it to. By now, I should be a washed up rock star who has disappeared into rehab, cleaned himself up, and I'm just about to return with my comeback album that's going to remind everyone how good I am. But instead of all that, well, I'm a failed musician. I live alone, and I'm in a wheelchair. Needless to say, this isn't really what I wanted. I've talked before about how I feel like all my dreams have been shattered and how unfair life has been, can be, and will be. And I've also said about how I will not let my depression or my condition beat me, get the better of me. I've since tried many things to try and overcome this. I've even gone as far as to put my phone number out on on YouTube, just in the vain hope of seeing what people would have said to me if they'd offered me kind words and such. I'm sure you've seen the videos beforehand, and yes, as well as all that did work for me, it also very quickly died out. It lasted a few weeks, and yes, people did get involved in the beginning, and I was starting to feel some kind of benefit from it. But I kind of got the feeling that people kind of thought, oh, I've done it once, that's okay, that's cleared my conscience. It's like those people who go through the whole year doing nothing for anyone, and then on comic relief night they donate £10, and that makes them feel better about themselves. Whereas your little tiny gesture might not help things in long term. It's just a short term solution to a long term problem, and that's what I kind of felt like with that really. Um, I think it might be my own fault in some ways. Maybe I set myself up for a big fall if it didn't work, and it kind of didn't. So what's next then? Well, I guess that is up to me really. And I think that the next thing that I importantly have to do is somehow start accepting things. I have to accept the way that things are and they're not necessarily changing. Most people around about my age, they're all getting married, they got children, got their own homes, just generally doing grown up things, and that's great for them, and that's great. That's how things should be, really. But yeah, by this point, you should have your own family, and right, it's kind of what you grow up seeing around you. But I just have to accept the fact that this may not happen for me. I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, but I kind of have to get into the mindset that this may very well not happen. And of course, I know it does happen. I mean, you only have to take, say, my sister, who's in a very similar situation to me. She has similar kind of problems, yet she has a husband and daughter, my niece. So I know it can happen, and I shouldn't really think it will never ever happen. It's just the last few years, nothing's really led me towards that. And I also kind of think my whole state of mind, if I did have anything like that, I don't even know if I could handle it. I don't know if I could handle bringing somebody else into my situation. I don't really think that would be fair on them. I do feel kind of left out when I'm around people and they're talking about their children, jobs, mortgages, just everyday problems that they have. Because I don't have them and I don't have anything like that, and I can't relate to them. But therefore they can't relate to my problems. They in no way have to go through the things I go through every day. I'm not saying my life is more difficult than theirs or theirs more than mine, but I think it's to say that we've all got it as bad as each other, really. And like I say, there's no real relation. I can't relate to them; they can't relate to me. So through that, I feel left out of a situation. So I don't feel like a proper grown-up person because I don't have these problems that they do, and therefore I do have a tendency to isolate myself and not, purposely take myself away from these situations so that I don't have to be around it. Whether that's a good thing or not is a bit of an academic point, really. I guess now, after this week, I've had quite a down, low, depressing kind of week that sort of makes me think about things a bit too early. And now I'm kind of thinking that maybe instead of focusing on all the bad things, I'm wishing that I could have wives and jobs and girlfriends and things like that. I think maybe if I start accepting that I'm not going to have this is not going to be a part of my life. If I can get that through to me, then maybe I can start to move on and get better with things. Is there a difference between accepting it and giving up? You see, I'm not so sure. If I start accepting things, accepting the fact that, oh, maybe I need more help doing certain things during the day, and if I therefore start getting more help from people to do things, then I myself am not gonna push myself to do them. And therefore, if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not pushing myself, and I'm struggling a little bit, and if I'm not doing anything, then what am I contributing to the world and life and all that, Um, I mean, I kind of feel like that at the moment. I kind of feel that everything I do is only for me. It's all for my benefit. I don't do anything for people. I mean that in the sense that I don't do anything for people because I don't have other people to do things for. I don't have um, I don't have other people to cook and clean for. I don't have other people. I don't have little people to help them with their homework or um, bicycle uniforms or whatever. I don't really have that many friends, so I don't go out and about, and I don't buy round of drinks with people, or take them out for meals, whatever, you know. Everything I do is for myself. I can quite appreciate the fact that maybe once I start accepting this, accepting the way things are for me, my condition, everything, I do appreciate that I might start to feel better about things. It's just that where my condition differs from a lot of other conditions is the fact that because it's a progressive illness, I still had my teenage years when I was doing all the things I wanted to do, and believe me, as I said before, believe me, I lived every single second I could while I could still do it. But now I can't do it. It's one thing to accept it. I think the main thing is because I can still remember exactly what things used to be like for me, and I can still very 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 strongly remember the feeling I got from getting up on stage, doing my music, being with friends, being with girlfriends, sort of just generally having a little bit more of a life than what I seem to be having at the moment. And and I think ultimately I do want that back. I do want that back. But at the same point, I know that there's every single chance I'm not gonna have it back. So therefore, if I start accepting it for what it is rather than what I want, then hopefully it can something else come out of it. Thank you for watching this today. I know it's been a bit not very well structured and stuff. That's because it's the first time I didn't write anything down. I just wanted to sit in front of the camera and just say it for a while. It was saying because this week I just sort of I slumped into a kind of depression where I just didn't want to be around anyone like I haven't shaved, unshaven, I haven't brushed my hair. I'm wearing just a pair of pajama bottoms and just a t-shirt. I've just been lounging around the house the last couple of days, not bothering to go out or anything. And that's just the thing with depression is the fact that it can, that's what it can do to you. It can make you feel like, or at least for me, it makes me feel like I don't want to go outside, I don't want to see anyone, I don't want to talk to anyone. Because if I go and talk to someone, then someone's going to be critical, or they're going to talk down to me, or whatever. And whether that is the case or not, it's academic, so I say, it's all about how my depression makes me perceive things. So, but again, everyone deals with things differently. What might necessarily be my depression won't be everyone else's. So yeah, thank you for if you're still watching this, thank you very much. Like I say, unscripted ramblings of me, but I kind of wanted to say this one because I said just last week where I've been feeling shitty about things. It's kind of really made me really want to get a change of things. I really want to try and turn things around. You know, start socializing with people, start talking with people again. I don't know, but like I say, if I start to learn to accept I'm in a wheelchair, just that things aren't going to get any better for me physically, then if I can accept that, then mentally maybe I can start feel a little bit better about things. Very quickly, I also do plan to start doing a little bit more of this channel whether it be more videos or I plan to put up some of the little films with the puppets and the stop animation that I make. I'm also planning to start putting out my music a little bit more on YouTube. I still be keeping up with my weekly blog. I'll keep doing that for as long as people will watch it. Even if you're not watching it, I'll still do it. And again, the reason I'm doing it is because it helps me. But I do appreciate it if people watch it. I'm also going to start doing something with video games, but maybe I can open a different channel with that. I've got a fair amount of things I want to say about video games. Again, if people do know me and people know that I like my games, I do collect them, I do play a lot of games, so I'm thinking of doing something with that. Yeah, thank you for watching. Get me on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff, and I'll see you next week.